Okay, I'm here at the EcoDrive Summit, and TomTom participated in a European research project on driver safety. And I'm interested how this industry cooperation came place. And Taco, you were the one who basically took the project inside TomTom and run with it. How does it work? How do you get a European research project into the mainstream of a company?
Well, you first have to show how this is going to come back in our products and applications. And of course, you need to show that there's a real, let's say, interest in the market for this product.
Yeah, you have a fleet management project, and 500,000 cars are driving around with a TomTom box and basically monitoring everything. And you thought that safety and eco-driving would be a benefit for that product?
Yes, we already have been investing in eco-driving for quite some time. And we believe in it, and we continue to invest in it. So that's also one of the things that we took up this project, because it's also about everyone that's already driving very well, and we want to drive them even better. So any investment we need to continue doing and getting them to the next level.
Okay. Now you're 3.5 years later, and you work together with BMW and Daimler and all kinds of research institutions. And your product, you have basically put it into the next version of products, which will go to 300,000 people next week. Right? What have you learned? What really helps to make people drive more eco-friendly?
Yeah. So key things that we took out of this project is that you need to have the adaptation of the drivers, and the adaptation also works with trying to teach them beforehand, give them tips and tricks, tips and trips.
Tips and tricks, yes.
Which are all in our driver terminals. So in the driver terminal, you can actually see when you start the trip, saying, what can I do better? How do I need to do it? Another key thing that we've learned is we've already been giving what we call active driver feedback to the drivers. What we now add to that is advice, driving advice. So if you, for example, entering a zone or entering a roundabout, that you get 200 meters in advance, you get a signal saying there's a roundabout coming, you can actually get your foot off the gas pedal and save fuel in that period.
You hope to believe between 15 and 20% fuel savings because of using your system. How much does this eco-friendly part add to that? Is it going from 10 to 15 or from 15 to 20? What do you expect?
What I would say is that if you look at our existing customers, they already, when they implement it, have a saving of 5 to 20%. If I look at those ones that already have 20%, I think with introducing this, they can make the 5% extra. Right, so they add another 5%, and that's the whole thing. If a company, you need to continue to improve. So you're 20%. Now I'm happy with my fleet management system for some time. How do I now get further? And I think these kind of innovations will help them.
Thomas Schmidt, you were the original founder of the company before it was bought by TomTom, and you basically are the general manager. How did this project come to your table, and why did you participate in it? Because was this a lot of work for TomTom? Was this, or was this a teeny little project?
No, it was a balanced work. It was additional work, but it came as a proposal. You heard about by the call by the Professor Kirsten calling us and getting us into the project. We did a quick review in our Tomtom telematics board. Should we do this or not? Sometimes such research projects coming with a lot of overhead, with a less outcome. But in this case, we thought about that as an excellent project because we have done OptiDrive and driver behavior. It's in the nature of fleet management. We need to do it. We need to help our customers anyway to improve. And getting the opportunity with such a research project with a lot of scientists that have probably far better scientific knowledge than we have, getting this information together, bundled with a product approach that we have already and can improve our leadership in this segment, gives us another great experience and delivery for the customers.
Yeah, great delivery for the customer. Is it a marketing tool? Can you basically sell your product better this way?
The marketing tool is more or less the same. It's just OptiDrive. We're doing driving behavior and improving the driving efficiency and the fuel saving of the customers. But having the best product in this category, that is, of course, an additional marketing advantage, right?
Yeah, that is right. Now, you have 500,000 cars driving around with box out of 50 million in Europe, right? It's an extremely small percentage, 1%. And it is, it is not, it's like a $20, €20 a month kind of investment. And how fast does it pay itself back normally?
It pays back between 6 and 9 months. So that's
why doesn't everybody take this? Why does only 30% of the big trucks have a thing like that, and of the small trucks, almost nothing?
Because we need more people like you that talking about us.
Yeah. Why is that? Aren't these people interested in saving money, or don't they get it, or are they? What is holding them back?
It's the awareness of the systems. I mean, the typical way is when systems, technology get awareness is when you have reached a 20% penetration in the market. Unfortunately, the overall penetration in the European market of telematic systems is around between 10 and 12% yet. So we see this accelerated growth actually in the North American market, but actually have reached more than 20% penetration. So we are a couple of years behind, but we see an accelerated growth also in Tomtom telematics. It's happening.
And it's 100 million. It's 100 million plus business for TomTom. So is there a 5x or a 10x improvement possible?
Over time, yes, but you saw our business was growing 30% last year in revenue, as probably the fastest growing business that TomTom has, and we plan to grow in a significant way forward.
And this project just helps to make the project better. Next month, 300,000 people will, Taco, 300,000 people will get the new version of the software and suddenly get a guidance of eco-friendly driving. How fast will you be able to see in the big data the results?
Well, first of all, I have to correct you. Unfortunately,
Please correct me. I like to be corrected.
it's not 300,000 people that will get it. It's basically the whole market that will have the opportunity to get it, right?
It's not an over-the-air update if they like it or not?
Yeah, for those customers that already have our latest driver terminal, it will be an over-the-air update.
Okay, so how many people will get it in the next 2 months over the air? Because if it needs to be installed, nobody will take it, or very few.
I can't give you that exact.
But tens of thousands of boxes will basically be all automated. So how fast can you see the results of this tool?
I think every customer itself needs to look at its own results, and if they start implementing the proposed, let's say, proposals, they will basically get it immediately, right? Because it's about the driver behavior. They've already been using it. If we're already driving, they're usually already have some experience in it. So now it's actually implementing these extra steps. And we've heard today some of the experts. They were all very, very experienced drivers. And they even said, I was not expecting this, but actually I went from another 5 or 10% improvement. So if you do it well, and you've seen these guys, they've been testing it for some for 3-4 weeks, some for 2-3 months. So you actually get a very quick result on this.
Now we'll wait for the quick results, see when the data comes out of from TomTom, and I think in a couple of months it will also come out of the research project. Thank you, gentlemen.